After back-to-back defeats against Ipswich and Stoke, Chelsea look to get back to winning ways in PL2 with this lunchtime trip to Burnley. The Blues are 12th in the table with 3 wins and 2 losses so far. Most of the sides around them played earlier in the weekend, so a chance to move potentially into the top 6 if they can pick up 3 points today. Their opponents are down in 25th place, just 1 win in 5 for them, but there will be some memories of the last time these sides met. It was a 2-0 win to Burnley in the Premier League Cup quarter-finals back in April. Burnley returning to, or newcomers to the PL2 structure this season. Of course, the senior side in the top flight this year. They've had a tough time with 4 defeats and 1 win, so on paper certainly a big chance for Chelsea to get back to winning ways as the teams make their way onto the field at the Burnley Training Centre. Weather conditions are thankfully somewhat improved over the weekend. It was still very blustery indeed, wet and blustery yesterday. Still have quite a breeze today, but it is dry, and obviously cutting out the mistakes first and foremost important from a Chelsea perspective. Let's take a look at the Burnley team lineup, managed by Andy Farrell, who's been with the club since way back in 1992. They have been playing a back 4 in their last 2 matches. We expect that to be a back 5 today. Kian McMahon-Brown scored a couple of goals in a 3-2 defeat at Liverpool early in the season. Kamani Ryan is likely to play as the out-and-out striker, possibly with McMahon-Brown supporting him in attack. As far as Chelsea are concerned, there are 5 changes from the 2-1 defeat to Stoke last weekend, partly down to the schedule and the Under-18 Cup game yesterday. Max Merrick gets the nod in goal. Elise, Raksaki, Richards and Amper also start. The bench, by the way, today, Ted Kerr, the goalkeeper, Best, Runham, Derry and McMahon on the Chelsea bench. Blues playing in their change kit of white this afternoon. The referee is James Bancroft, just getting his assistants together in the centre circle. You can see the breeze that is still very much floating around the Burnley Training Centre, very open location. Jesse Williams, the number 4, is the captain of Burnley. George Bradley also in shot there as the handshakes take place. That for an important fixture for Chelsea to get back on track. Plenty of possession and plenty of goals and plenty of chances in their game so far, but a 4-2 defeat at the hands of Ipswich and a 2-1 defeat at the hands of Stoke, when they certainly had enough chances to win several games of football, but went down to a couple of errors. But scoring goals big time again in the UEFA Youth League in midweek with that hat-trick by Jimmy Mayuka, and he will again be going for goals this afternoon. Ollie Harrison about to get things off and underway. To action at the Burnley Training Centre. Clearly just awaiting the referee signal to be good to go, with Chelsea going from left to right in the first half. And away we go. Ball is played back for Max Merrick to make an early move forward there for Chelsea. Headed away by Jesse Williams for the home side. Antwi getting it back to Harrison Murray Campbell. Burnley themselves have Murray Campbell, who's the number 2 for Burnley, playing in their back line. Obviously no relation, different surname to Harrison Murray Campbell. But Murray Campbell at the back for Burnley this afternoon. Merrick out to the Chelsea right. McMahon-Brown is the furthest forward for Burnley. You can see him starting in front 2 along with Kamani Ryan. Burnley have changed formation 2 or 3 times so far this season, trying to find the correct formation for them. Has been tough on their first season in PL2. Lots of goals. They have been scoring goals, but unfortunately for them, they have been conceding as well. 3-0 defeat to Sunderland last time out for Burnley. All the goals in the first half of that game. Lead from Cardoso on the Chelsea left, and moving it nicely in field to Raksaki. Stepping away from a couple of challenges. Just good play in the early stages. Cardoso involved once again. Caden Wilson. Murray Campbell making strides down the right. Chelsea switching the play quite neatly in these early stages. Murray Campbell again finding Ollie Harrison. Caden Wilson back out towards the left where Elise will play it forward. Cardoso again, possibly a first chance for a cross in the game as he gets to the byline. Turns back once again. Now the cross will come deep to the far post, where there's going to be an early chance here for Chelsea. Anthony with the effort blocked. Keep the pressure going here. Harrison back out towards the right and now infield to Caden Wilson. Certainly lots of early pressure here from Chelsea. Look to move down the left with Amper. Challenge with Murray Campbell, and Murray Campbell has fouled Amper there. It will be a Chelsea free kick. Burnley staff watching on here. Farrell is the manager, mentioned part of the club in various respects since way back in 1992. And played to Harrison Murray Campbell here for Chelsea. Caden Wilson again. Lots of one-touch play, lots of players getting a foot on the ball here in the early stages. Keep control about some chances as we go, but also important to keep that back door open. Then for Chelsea. Antwi, just short of halfway. Murray Campbell. To Elise. 5-2 in the UEFA Youth League in midweek. Now Antwi making good ground down the right. The ball in, takes a ricochet off Jack McKeverley and goes out for the first corner of the game down the Chelsea right. Obviously look to Mayuka for goals. Cardoso in the still windy conditions, pulling it in from the right hand side here. Two arms outstretched, left footed corner, deep to the back post and swirls all the way out just beyond Harrison Murray Campbell. And Jesse Williams at the back for Burnley, not with the need to make a challenge. The conditions will be testing here, very open setting. Was blowing an absolute gale yesterday. The wind speeds have diminished somewhat since then. The main part of the storm has passed through. I think playing on the ground here will be pretty important. The ball is played. You can see that the ball in the air didn't reach halfway from the goalkeeper Cooney. With the ball out of defence to Ollie Harrison. Raksaki getting it back to Harrison again. Caden Wilson. Chance for Cardoso. Has been pretty involved in the early stages to make good ground. He's made 20 or 30 yards already. Getting out towards the left. Amper with the cross, and there's the header that's just wide. Well, that's the first chance of the afternoon, and Raksaki arriving in the penalty area. It's good play by Chelsea down there left. Murray Campbell, the defender, was beaten as the cross came in. Chelsea close, but Raksaki's header going just wide. Really coming across here for a few words. And some of the Burnley representatives to move away there from the touchline. Interesting setup here for the goal kicks. Players just being told to hold it for a moment. Carefully back to the keeper, and that's obviously the style to play away in that fashion, where it's lofted long looking for Kimani Ryan. Mark Brown also battling for it. Campbell has control again for Chelsea, who have had the vast majority of possession so far. Just the one chance, the header by Raksaki floating wide of the far post. Max Merrick almost midway inside his own half as he finds Murray Campbell again. That's surely a drag back on Raksaki. You can see, looking to penalise George Briley. Will be a Chelsea free kick. Such a positive start to the season results-wise against Manchester City. The 5-0 against Newcastle. The win at Aston Villa as well. But the results just dropped off in the last two in terms of league form. It has been mistakes that have been a big factor there. Cut those out, and there's certainly goal scoring in the side, as we know. Ollie Harrison. Caden Wilson again. Raksaki finding Murray Campbell. Again, slick play here by Chelsea as Antwi gets the cross in, and it nearly fell to Mayuka. Burnley just about managed to dig it out, and now this is Ryan trying to get McMahon Brown onto it. Murray Campbell is there to tidy up very neatly and get it back to Max Merrick in goal. Just the chance of a first opening almost for Shimi Mayuka there. Well defended for the home side. We've got through the first 9 minutes here unscathed Burnley. But it has been all Chelsea in terms of possession. Way though. Now back to Williams in the back line. Part of the three there with McEverley. Ashton away on the left. That's Murray Campbell on the right. Looking to find Bevan. Going for the home side. They work it back to Cooney, who's one of 4 goalkeepers who they've already used this season at this level. The goalkeeper who started the season was Charlie Casper, who's now on loan at Grimsby Town. So there has been a lot of change, and perhaps an area where you wouldn't want to make repeated changes. Certainly not to the extent of having ball players taking the gloves. Max Merrick in goal for Chelsea today, as he was in the fixture against Ipswich Town. So Ted Kern on the bench. No London Emanalo this afternoon. Reggie Walsh played yesterday at Manchester City. Now, chance for Chelsea to come forward. Out to Dujan Richards. Richards gets a teasing ball in, and that goes just beyond Cardoso at the far post. couple of close moments early in the game. Leo Cardoso just unable to smuggle home there from the U21 Richards ball in. Played short for Cooney to play out to Williams, and now Cooney goes long, just about reaching halfway. Tussle there with Elise getting a throw in. Bevan for Burnley. He's lost out to Ollie Harrison from the Chelsea throw. Possession game. Yet to force Cooney into a save, but a couple of good balls in, and certainly stretching the play again with Antwi down the right. That's an early ball into the area. Williams gets it clear before Cardoso could get on the end of it. Antwi retrieves the ball for a throw deep in Burnley territory. Back to Murray Campbell. Wilson to Elise, and this time it's back to Merrick. Again for Chelsea. 13 played here, goalless at the Burnley Training Centre, but it has been Chelsea asking all the questions in the early stages. Here's Cardoso, that's well played. Super play by Cardoso to turn away now, and he'll find Antwi, and Antwi just flicks it back to Cardoso once again. Chance for Ampa to potentially get a cross in, instead just flicks it back. Now it's Richards with a left-footed effort. That's the first save of the game by Cooney. Straight at the keeper. But U21 Richards there cutting inside onto his left foot, looking for the far corner. The keeper had the positioning right. Riley in position here for Burnley, who have seen through nearly the first 15 minutes. And who have lost 4 out of 5 so far this season. Chelsea again on the charge forward. Long ball worked out towards the right. Lovely control by Richards on the left foot. Now a right-footed ball in, and the Keverley takes no chances. Whacks it clear from inside his 6-yard box. Look at this, a bit of control here. Fantastic on the outside of the left foot. And the right-footed ball in. Chelsea get their second corner of this first half. Cardoso with the corner kick here. 15 minutes on the clock. Antwi is the option if they want to go short, but you would suspect that after what we saw from the previous corner, they'll look to swirl this up towards the back post here. Lots of movement now in the area. In fact, it goes low along the ground where Mayuka goes for goal. It was blocked. Change of emphasis there from the corner. It nearly worked out. Back to Merrick, tries to get Chelsea away down the left this time. Murray Campbell. He's going for a long diagonal, and Richards has stayed onside there, and Richards in on the left foot, and that one is blocked by Ashton. Now you see the intention and the game plan. Certainly Richards getting involved in the contest here as Cardoso comes across once more. So we've seen one floated corner to the back post, we've seen one played along the ground looking for Mayuka. Again, we come short. But this corner is up towards the back post once again, and there's the header, and Richards is denied as Antwi goes towards the byline again. And we back to Cardoso. Cardoso tried to bundle his way through, eventually ran into a claret and blue back line. Ivani Ryan tries to hold the ball up, really feeding off scraps so far. Excellent tackle by Raksaki has conceded the free kick. Let's have a look at this corner again here by Cardoso. Does come off the woodwork. Caden Wilson eyed. The long ball comes in, missed by Merrick, and McEvely will put it back in towards the far post. There's no one there. And there's the first alarm at the other end. The windy conditions catching out Max Merrick from that long ball floated into the area. Chelsea survive. After striking the woodwork at the other end, they try and go forward again. Antwi to Richards. Richards back to trying to get back to Antwi. Cooney is there for home side. But a flurry of action there at both ends. Caden Wilson going close for Chelsea. Off the base of the post, but Burnley now showing a bit more as Merrick controls that back pass. Just that reminder there to ensure you make no mistakes in the back line, especially in testing conditions. Cardoso back for Chelsea, knows worked in field to Harrison Murray Campbell. Richards. Murray Campbell again. Ball on halfway, and that should be a free kick as Mayuka is bundled to the deck by Keverley. Taken quickly. Ollie Harrison finding Antwi. Again, the hold-up play by Mayuka out towards the left for Chelsea again. Here's Amper. Left corner of the area. Elise for Harrison. Harrison finding Harrison Murray Campbell. Richards. The angle potentially for a cross, instead it's played all the way across once more. Patient play, spreading it left to right, but with no option to get a cross in. Going back to the goalkeeper and then working into the left once again. Now Cardoso is in a bit of space here and he receives the ball and it's a good tackle in the end by Briley, coming back to help out the home side. And now it's Bevan going forward, and Bevan plays it into the penalty area, and my word, Ryan couldn't quite connect there. Completely unmarked. Ryan still in possession for Burnley on a counter-attack that again almost caught Chelsea out. Harrison Murray Campbell with arms outstretched. They certainly left themselves fairly open there, but they're going forward again with Mayuka. Mayuka out towards the left. Chance for Amper to get a cross in. At the byline now. Amper couldn't quite pull it back for Richards. Flurry of action with 20 minutes on the clock. It did look like Bevan could have teed up Ryan there for Burnley. Chelsea back in control now. Murray Campbell to Caden Wilson. That ball was looking for Dujuan Richards, but was seen out. Maybe the home side. That will be a goal kick, and we get towards the midway point of the first half. Cooney, all down for Burnley to clear away. He's been in goal for 2 games now. Played at home to Sunderland last time when they conceded 3 goals. That was the only game so far they haven't scored in, so that's not so much been the issue as far as Burnley are concerned. No clean sheets so far for the home side. Mayuka doing really well there to wriggle away from 2 challenges. Campbell tries to spread the play again towards the left. Amper going forward. Up against Murray Campbell for Burnley. Amper, oh, well over. Well up and over. Not what Chelsea were looking for there at all. Conditions are tough. To control the game. And those, if they go in, they're absolute screamers, but unfortunately there was never a great prospect of that. But wind and rain swirling around the Burnley training centre. Always look forward for the home side. Ryan was trying to feed Oliver Pimlott there. Antwi for Chelsea gets it back to Ollie Harrison. Finding Cardoso. 23 minutes on the clock. Bourgeois and Richards again trying to curl it through, and you have to say, if anything, the conditions are getting worse. Certainly the rain coming down. Spectators have their umbrellas up, many of them. Chelsea win it back in midfield. Strong play by Caden Wilson. But Burnley get it back, and Bevan goes down the right. Bevan faced by Elise, trying to get all the way to the byline, trying to pull it across. And wins Burnley their first set piece, really, of the game, the first corner. So, important for Chelsea to get this situation organised. Joe Bevan leaving the corner here for Ennis Clark. Ennis Clark will send this one in left-footed for the home side. Corner in towards the near post. Richards was there to half-head it clear. Played back forward by Ashton for Burnley. He gets it again now from that clearance. Back to goal, has to play it back. Pimlott. Decent enough defending there by Chelsea from the corner kick. George Briley now for Burnley. Keverley. Briley again. With everyone back in shape. He'll be furthest forward at the moment. As Burnley have what has to go down as their longest spell of possession really of the game. That's just been cut out there by Raksaki. Harrison.
Stay there, all. Stay in, all. Stay in, all. Go on. The six.
Play for Chelsea again. 25.5 played. Goalless so far here at Burnley. Chelsea don't tend to do goalless at this level, it must be said. And 1 clean sheet so far against Newcastle on the second game round. Thumping a 5-0 win on that occasion. So Cardoso towards Amper on the Chelsea left. Cardoso again. Ryan back defending for Burnley. They're finding Cardoso. A bit of space for Murray Campbell to advance forward. Oh, just couldn't quite control it there, Dujan Richards. Flag is up anyway for offside. So free kick to Burnley. Home side will be happy enough to have got through the early stages with the score sheet blank. Chelsea, of course, have hit the woodwork. They've come close a couple of times, although there hasn't been a big save so far by Cooney in the Burnley goal. Keeper barking out the instructions, but then a really poor clearance. And unfortunately, Chelsea couldn't make the most of it. Ryan will go forward now against Wilson. Good tussle here between these two. And Wilson gets into a bit of a tangle and down. The referee says no penalty as McMahon Brown goes down under the challenge, and Chelsea almost left themselves open there at the back. Wilson initially in a foot race with Ryan, and McMahon Brown was the player who went down in the end. Well, there's Wilson just getting a foot in, but inadvertently in towards McMahon Brown, who goes down under Wilson's challenge. Referee straight away saying no penalty. Just in a couple of moments of alarm in that penalty area. Most of them involving Kamani Ryan for the home side. The end, after the inadvertent touch by Caden Wilson, Keir McMahon Brown was almost, well, certainly appealing for a penalty. It was almost on the end of it. Antwi for Chelsea. Decent tackle comes in there from Pimlott. Burnley no doubt enthused by that moment, thinking they can get something. Will be on the counter, will be on the break. Chelsea are having the lion's share of possession here. Well, so far to work the crucial opening as we approach the half hour here. Ed Wilson. Flick looking for Mayuka, doesn't come off. Here's McMahon Brown for Burnley, trying to find Bevan away on the right. He's won a corner previously off Elise from a similar situation. He's gone to the byline again. He's won a corner again off Elise, so second time that's happened. And as we get to the half hour here, with the rain now teeming down, Burnley have a set piece. And perhaps in the last 10 minutes or so, really since Chelsea struck the woodwork, home side have shown a bit more intent going forward and trying to profit on any slips to the back for Chelsea. Ellis Clark has the corner here. Half an hour played. That's a deep one, and Merritt gets a hand to it, but it's still on here for the ball to be tossed across the area, and the keeper this time grabs it. Joe Ashton was there firing it across. The first hand on it by Merritt was decent enough. Very testing conditions for a goalkeeper. Experience too, of course. Just a normal Sunday afternoon in Burnley. We've seen plenty of senior games at Turf Moor in the winter, played in very atrocious conditions. Good ball, and again good control by Dujan Richards down the Chelsea right. Murray Campbell tries to play it to the left this time. Amper, foot comes in by Murray Campbell, header in by Murray Campbell for Burnley. I think the Flag has gone up over on the near side. So it will be a Burnley free kick. Chelsea need to look to the bench later on. See Derry, who came off the bench last time out to score against Stoke, is there, along with Frankie Brunham, Harrison McMahon and Kian Best, along with goalkeeper Ted Curd. 31 played, still goalless. Burnley getting into the game here. McMahon Brown gets a free kick off Mayuka, who was back making a challenge, and the referee, I think, wants to have a quick word here. And it's Mayuka who is calling. I think there's going to be a yellow card here for that drag back. So Chelsea's top striker back doing his defensive duties, but getting a yellow card there from referee James Bancroft. And the Burnley free kick. Which can be floated in here by Ashton. Ashton number 5, Clark number 8 over this free kick here for Burnley. Two-man Chelsea wall. Merrick, you can see right at the far post there. If he plans to come and dash out and grab this, depending on how it's floated in here. Looks like Clark with the right foot is going to take it. And he went for the near post instead, and Max Merrick readjusted quickly to the deflection and dealt with it fairly comfortably. Lisa and Cardoso down the Chelsea left.
Yeah! Go on, stay it on. Stay another one.
So the Blues will be looking to get a bit more going in an attacking sense. Callum McFarlane will be looking at the various options he has too. Richards, that looks like a high boot there by Pimlott, who's not happy about it. That's going to be a yellow card as well, I think. Yes. Oliver Pimlott gets a yellow card. The referee has kept his cards in his pocket for over half an hour. Throwing yellow to Oliver Pimlott for Burnley. At harsh, if I think it looked like a clear free kick, but maybe not more than that. It was all at a fairly low level of contact. Down to the opponent. Ollie Harrison over the Chelsea free kick here on the right. Chelsea with 5 inside the Burnley penalty area. Couple outside 2. Chance here from a set piece with 35 on the clock. Ollie Harrison. Harrison with the free kick, and the referee has already seen something going on in the area. That's a rather weighted situation there when the whistle already goes just as the ball comes in. Don't want to see a bit more than that. Game is still goalless, but that's a giveaway there for Burnley, although Williams manages to launch it forward to prevent any damage, and the long ball might work out for them. But James Santway comes in and then runs into Briley, and that enables Burnley to go forward again. McMahon Brown towards Pimlott. Pimlott at the byline, and that's going to go out for a corner. Referee has to come and sort this out because there was a clash as Antwi tried to run clear moments ago. Referee just making an indication there to say that he felt it was 2 players who just collided. Didn't look like a free kick, but James Antwi has come off worse on that one. And it may require a bit of attention to his knee here, I think. He's shown some neat skill to move away and drive into midfield. But just a bit of contact with, I think it was Briley who he made connection with. But no treatment required, it would seem. Chelsea right back is back on his feet. Needs to get back into the area for some more defending. Decent spell overall here for Burnley in the last 10 minutes or so. Definitely moments where Chelsea have been under threat. Still a game where neither keeper has made real save so far. But Clark with the Burnley corner, punch clear by Merrick, and again, just as we saw at the other end, the referee has seen something going on which he wasn't happy with in the area, and this time it's Chelsea who have a free kick. So closing stages of this first 45. Richards playing it back. Merrick towards the Chelsea left. Keeper in possession again. Harrison Murray Campbell. Uka with the hold-up play. Wilson with the ball played out towards the right, and Antwi on the run now against McMahon Brown. Antwi combining with Dujan Richards. Richards tried to just dink it in field there on the left foot. Now he's faced by two Burnley defenders. In the end, Pimlott with the foot into intercept. Chelsea with the throw-in, level with the edge of the penalty area. Taken quickly by Antwi. Campbell to Wilson. Wilson for Elise. Ed Wilson again. Murray Campbell in the centre circle. Chelsea looking to restore control. It's been a bit frantic at times. Surprisingly, no goals so far. Cardoso. Harrison. Finding Kate Wilson. Wilson for Murray Campbell. Murray Campbell for Dujan Richards. Richards with the left-footed ball in. Really good defensive header by Murray Campbell for Burnley. And Chelsea get a corner with just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Amper goes across to take it, I think. Attacking setup here. Rakshaki and Cardoso at the far post. Mayuka about on the penalty spot with 4 or 5 other teammates. As Amper takes the corner, which is flicked across, and Mayuka gets a head onto it, but no real power. And it's gathered by Cooney in the Burnley goal, who throws out quickly looking for Ellis Clark. Well, Jimmy Mahuka has not had too much in terms of sight of goal so far this afternoon, but that might have been his moment. Now Pimlott striding forward here for Burnley. That's a good tackle by Rakshaki, but the referee has already pulled it back for a previous infringement. And a free kick to the home side with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Again, it is Ashton and Clark over a Burnley free kick. This one a bit further out than the previous one, which did force Merrick into action. On Rogan midway inside the Chelsea half. There are options to try and hit on the edge of the area here. Delivery to come in from the right foot of Ellis Clark. Swirling in, dealt with comfortably. Rakshaki away. And now can Chelsea break away here with Burnley having men committed forward. Well, they had to go back there with Richards. Harrison. Now Campbell. Good build up here down the left. Amper forward to Raksaki. Getting it back to Amper. Chelsea have worked this well. Can they get a cross in here? Played square for Caden Wilson. Wilson finding Harrison Murray Campbell. Neat turn by Richards. Works the angle. Doesn't cross. Knocks it back short to Murray Campbell instead. Caden Wilson. Now Elise. Cardoso combining with Amper. Turns onto his right foot, puts a high ball in, and it goes just beyond Antwi arriving in the area, and also beyond Richards too. His goal is here with 3 minutes to go in the first half. There shouldn't be too much in the way of stoppage time.
Come on in, boys, come on in. Yes, set up.
I don't think a goalless first half was on too many people's list of expectations for the game, but we are rapidly approaching that point. Murray Campbell gets it clear. Caden Wilson further away towards the left, and Elise. Oh. Held up by Mayuka, and that's a foul on Raksaki. He's brought down by Briley. Chelsea free kick. 43 minutes on the clock. A bit of a debate here between Harrison Murray Campbell and Ken McMahon-Brown on where that free kick should be taken. Maybe half a yard or so either side of the halfway line, but Chelsea get it just inside the Burnley half. Gets it back from Antwi. Plenty of thinking to do for the Chelsea management. The best way to break down this Burnley side, which may well have to be in the second half, unless they can find something in the next minute or so. Chip forward down the right, but that's too long for Dujan Richards, although Mayuka coming to close things down. The referee is now indicating the offside, which wasn't given in the first place, will now be taken. Towards the break here at the Burnley training centre. The rain which swirled round midway through the half has largely passed away, so conditions somewhat better than they were at that stage. Still that breeze to contend with. Cooney with the clearance, and this time gets it well over halfway. McMahon-Brown with a flick on as well. Ryan poking it out towards the right. Elise with an important challenge there on Bevan. It falls to Murray Campbell for Burnley. Bevan again chasing, played back to Max Merrick. And away by Wilson. Gets it up towards halfway where Mayuka tries to hold up. Cardoso missing out but getting a free kick. We've played the 45 minutes. Still going on just for the time being. Probably a minute or so maybe. After that, just that brief stoppage when Antwi had a slight knock. And that's really been the only break in play. They say running with Caden Wilson, who gets it back, plays it to Harrison Murray Campbell. Murray Campbell gets it combined with Antwi and Dujan Richards, but that one comes off Richards and goes out for a Burnley throw-in, taken by Pimlett on their left. Long ball towards halfway where Bevan trying to flick on, looking for McMahon-Brown. Chelsea win it back. Cardoso is there, and now the half-time whistle does go from the referee, James Bancroft. So the goal was first 45 at the Burnley training centre. Chelsea have certainly had their moments. They struck the woodwork midway through the half as well. A couple of efforts that went just wide, but no doubt also there certainly were moments of panic in the Chelsea penalty area too, and a penalty appear as well for the home side that caused some concern. There was some brilliant control by Dujan Richards, and his cross in was hacked over by McEverley for a corner. It was one of the good moments so far for Chelsea. Here's a corner by Cardoso, the header by Wilson, which dropped through a crowd of players and came off the foot of the post. Burnley too have had their moments. Bevan here, ball in, took a little ricochet and just didn't quite fall for Kamani Ryan. And they had a penalty appeal too after Wilson got in trouble with Ryan, and then a bit of contact with McMahon Brown, but the referee not interested in that. Corner, which Max Merritt got a hand onto, was sent back in by Joe Ashton, and in the end grabbed by the Chelsea goalkeeper. Those the clearest moments on goal in that first half. So both the managers will be having their say at the break. Can we get goal action in the second half? At the break, it's Burnley 0, Chelsea 0. The second half comes shortly. So teams back out for the second half at the Burnley Training Centre. Burnley 0, Chelsea 0 in PL2 at the break. The Blues still seeking their first win since the back end of August when they beat Aston Villa by 2-1. 2 defeats since then against Ipswich and Stoke. Looking to get a win on the board here in what's been tricky conditions and not the easiest of first halves. First half really with a lack of clear-cut chances. They did strike the post, Chelsea, through Caden Wilson's header from a corner, but there were also a couple of scramble moments too at the other end, and one penalty appeal for the home side too when Wilson tangled with McMahon Brown, the referee not interested there. So it will be Burnley to kick things off and underway in much drier conditions in this second half. Home side going from left to right as they seek their second win of the season in PL2, currently in the lower reaches of the league table. Chelsea trying to get themselves back into the top 10 or even the top 6 depending on their results and others this weekend. Referee just holding things up here at the start. The players are certainly ready, but I think he's just making sure the various officials are clear of the pitch. And then it will be Cian McMahon Brown to kick off for Burnley.
Come on, boys.
Referee James Bancroft, who issued a couple of yellow cards in that first half. Oliver Pimnott of Burnley and Shimi Mayoka of Chelsea were both carded. That brief delay, we are good to go for the second half. The Burnley get us going here, goalless in the first half. Then forward long straight away for the home side. Keverley trying to play it towards the left of Pimnott, who wins the free kick for the challenge by Dujuan Richards. So early set piece chance here for Burnley. Chelsea dealt with most things pretty well in the first half. There were 2 or 3 corners for Burnley. One free kick that forced Max Merrick to readjust position fairly quickly. Home side half here with this early free kick in the second half. When it comes deep into the area, and that's a good take by the Chelsea goalkeeper. Max Merrick in full control of that situation, moving towards the edge of his area. No major concern there at all. They want to try and build from the back with Antwi and Raksaki playing it forward, trying to find Mayuka. And that one is easily going to go through to Cooney in the Burnley goal. Manchester United at the top of the PL2 table with 6 wins out of 6 so far. They're the only side who are 100%. A couple more unbeaten sides at the top of the table, but fairly competitive below that. Once again, it's the top 16 places that are all important for qualification at the end. Certainly finishing as high as possible across the 20 regular matches. It does give you advantages come the playoff phase. 3 wins, 2 defeats for Chelsea in the early part of the campaign. This was certainly a fixture on paper they would be expecting to win. Not been straightforward so far. Caden Wilson over halfway. And worked out towards the Chelsea left. Here's Amper. Amper going towards the byline. That's good play, but the cross-come shot is lashed off target. So see this again from Anto Amper, who's got towards the byline up against Murray Campbell. Was he flashing that towards the near post, and it obviously in the end went off target and away wide for a goal kick. Cooney there now for Burnley. They do have more of the wind in their favour in the second half. Ennis Clark has it to the outside. Keverley behind McMahon Brown, who has been a threat to Chelsea. Long ball now for Kamani Ryan to chase, and again, decent position there from Merrick. Bowling out quickly to Ollie Harrison. Now Elise down the Chelsea left. Held up by Amper. Wilson finding Cardoso coming deeper to offer support here. Wilson forward to Harrison. Harrison doesn't get the free kick there after a challenge by Ryan, but Chelsea maintain possession anyway with Wilson. Wilson trying to feed Amper away on the left. Murray Campbell getting it back to his keeper. Cooney playing it forward for Burnley, and Ampui turning away there from McMahon Brown. No real sign of goal so far in the second half. After with that early effort flashed off target. And now here's Elise making ground down the Chelsea left. Support arriving from Cardoso. Chance for a switch of play potentially if they can get over to the right. Instead it goes left once again. Space for Amper to attack, to put it into the area. Elise trying to help it on. Keverley getting it clear. And the pattern, oh, that's a mistake by Wilson, and Merrick is outside his area. What on earth is going on here? Max Merrick just about gets it clear. Gavani Ryan almost getting in between Wilson and Merrick there. Between them, it was just about dealt with. I think in the end, Max Merrick made the right decision outside the area. So watch this here with Caden Wilson just slightly misjudging. Ryan coming in, Merrick with a half control, and then actually made the right decision to just knock it back into his area and regain control. Well, there have been a few hearts and mouths there, especially based on some of the recent goals that Chelsea have conceded at this level. That situation was averted. And now Joe Ashton standing over a free kick here for Burnley on their left. Being Ennis Clark just to the right of your picture take the majority of these set pieces. Right footer. We're sorting out a bit of argy-bargy in the Chelsea penalty area, having words with Jimiuka. We want words too with McEverley and Amper. So it's all going on. And the Amper giving away a few inches there to Jack McEverley. And finally, we're going to get this free kick taken by Ashton. And the referee, not surprisingly, you could have seen that coming a mile off, was going to give a free kick there. He'd had so much to say in the build-up to that set piece between players, especially McEverley and Amper. There was no great surprise that we saw a free kick given there. Now Chelsea on the attack forward. Amper coming in field. It's done well. Getting out towards the right. Dujan Richards cutting in field. Amper now finds himself away on that right-hand side. So Chelsea potentially with an overload out there, but they're going left to Elise. Cardoso was covered across, and that superb play by Cardoso in field looked like a foul, and it was. Murray Campbell bringing down Cardoso. Good play by Cardoso there. Good intelligent play as well, because we'd seen Amper go across towards the right after the previous move, and Cardoso was there backing up Elise. And then cutting in field to win this free kick on the very left corner of the area. Decent situation here for Chelsea, you would think. First thing is not to give the referee any excuse to blow up for a free kick, because this can certainly be swung towards the back post and offer a threat to the home defence. Put 3 in the wall here, just to block off that near post area. Keeper is happy that's covered. But Cardoso with the Chelsea free kick, 53 on the clock at Burnley. Burnley player has gone down, and the referee has seen something he's not happy with. It's Harrison Murray Campbell. Well, that happened way off the ball. We certainly weren't in play, and a yellow card is shown to the Chelsea player. Little grin there by Pimlett. So they're going to tussle away. Cardoso with the Chelsea free kick, back post, kind of punch clear, and again the referee gives the free kick. So that's going to be frustrating for players, for management. The referee sending his stall out that when things go on down there, going to punish straight away with a free kick to the defending side. We saw it for Chelsea moments ago and kind of levelled it out there for Burnley. Eric forced to come out to the edge of the area just to deal with that back pass. Did well, got a good connection onto it and found Amper down the left. Amper up against Murray Campbell here. Cutting in field, good positive play here by Amper, who goes down just inside the area. It's a fair challenge. Pimlett will move it clear, and that may well be a free kick. Yes, it will, to Burnley, as Oliver Pimlett moves it away. 55 minutes on the clock here. Still Burnley 0, Chelsea 0 in the PL2. And referee, who's playing more and more of a starring role here, just having a few words as we get the first change of the afternoon, and Amper is going to make way at this point. So no massive surprise that Callum McFarlane wants to do something different here, wants to make a change. Will be a free kick to Burnley, which is played forward. Goes for a throw-in. Jesse Derry, his first touch there, just flicked out. So we saw Derry have an impact in the game against Stoke last weekend. First of all, some defending to do. Here as the cross comes in for Burnley. Header out by Wilson. Briley getting it back towards halfway. Again, it falls to Burnley possession with Pimlett pulling it across, winning a corner. And this may be a little more open than Chelsea would have wanted. Still no breakthrough as we tick on towards the hour mark, but Burnley with a corner to be taken by Ellis Clark. So this time the right arm outstretched from the Burnley midfielder. Sent it in towards the near post area and scrambled, and Merrick in the end on the end of it. Well, that was pinging around a bit as well. Merrick getting it out for Chelsea.
Bridge, stay narrow.
It's Elise. Wilson. Was Murray Campbell with the effort, which did come back off the woodwork for Burnley. Now Chelsea try and get it back on the counter themselves. It might fall here for Cardoso, didn't quite. Derry battling for it. Hayden Wilson, he needs to get it back to his keeper, which he does. Max Merrick away. Yeah, McMahon Brown down the right hand side here for Burnley. Wins another corner. Been come close from their previous one. Don't look to go again here. Park with the delivery here.
Let's go here.
Set piece then for Burnley, approaching the hour mark, right onto the underneath of the post, effectively post and bar area, with Max Merrick gathering. Has been danger from the set pieces. Even stuff so far in the second half. Chelsea still striving to find a way through, but definitely having their issues to keep Burnley at bay, especially from set pieces. Antwi, Chelsea. Here's Harrison Murray Campbell, who was a yellow card in one of those skirmishes in the Burnley area earlier in this half. It will be that Burnley are slightly happier with the way the second half is going, as Derry does well to control down the left. Getting it back to Richard Elise. Elise has found Derry. Good movement here by Chelsea. Derry directly into the area, taking on a couple of Burnley defenders who combine to deal with it. The clearance is half cut out by Hayden Wilson, but Ryan runs it clear for the home side. And now his Pimlett away on the left. Can he keep it in play? Don't think he can. That throw-in goes the way of Chelsea. A bit more activity on the benches at the moment, just like one change made so far. Burnley coaching staff issuing their instructions to their side. As we go beyond the hour mark, and Hayden Wilson goes beyond the halfway line for Chelsea. Elise to Derry. Derry back in field for Cardoso. Has had some lively moments, and this could be another one here as he spins away from two challenges. Antwi gets it out towards Richards. Richards left-footed ball in, trying to find Mayuka. Ryan back there, midway inside his own half, defending for Burnley. Chelsea trying to increase the pressure. We saw some spells of Chelsea pressure in that first half. Lots of possession, patient build-up play. Played forward by Murray Campbell. And now possibly a chance for Mayuka, and the keeper is quickly off his line. Cooney read the danger pretty well there. The Burnley stopper keeping the score sheet blank. Chelsea just trying to raise things with the introduction of Jesse Derry, who goes down there and wins the free kick for the foul by Kamani Ryan. Ollie Harrison sent it out towards the Chelsea right. Now played forward for Richards. Richards up against Ashton. Richards finding Antwi. Oh, a ball clipped into the area for Mayuka, who can't quite get full connection onto it, and it sails away for a Burnley goal kick. Well, Mayuka still looking to add to his goal tally as Chelsea make another change here, and Ollie Harrison there making way. McMahon coming on in his place. Murray Campbell with a throw in for Burnley. They say finding Derry. I say again, being forced back. Merrick is there. It's very calm play indeed at the back there by Wilson. They say finding Raksaki. Raksaki was fouled. The two number 8s colliding. Ellis Clark with the challenge. Play goes on once again from the quick free kick. But Chelsea not really opening Burnley up in any way, shape or form at the moment. Now they're going to try and go long over towards the left where Derry again controls well. And Derry puts an early ball in. That's an important header away by Williams. Chelsea keep it going with McMahon finding Derry again. Derry's cross in, ricochets back, he gets the secondary ball in, and it might fall to Raksaki, who tries to get a shot in and lifts it over the crossbar. Samuel Raksaki with the effort, doing well to shuffle free and find space, but lifting a left-footed shot over Cooney's crossbar. Derry with some decent delivery, ricochet first time, Raksaki finding space, holding off the challenge of Ellis Clark, but firing over, and it stays goalless on 65 minutes here. Cooney gets it forward for the flick on by Ryan. Ball is worked out towards the Burnley right with Joe Bevan on the chase, but that's far too long for him. Chelsea throw in.
Let's go, Rick, let's go, come! Yes, bless!
Guards trying to work their way out to a tight spot here on the left, and in the end Orise has to run it out of play. So Burnley's pressure worked out for them on that occasion. Close on the midway point now of the second half, as Derry comes back to regain Chelsea possession, and this time gets the free kick for the challenge by Bevan. Still seeking the breakthrough here in Burnley. Chelsea with Dinamo Zagreb coming next in the International Cup. Here's a change for Burnley where Joe Bevan is going to be replaced, and Charlie Vivers coming on. So yeah, Zagreb coming up for Chelsea on the 18th of October, and a home game against Arsenal in PL2 is always one to watch out for on the 25th. It's fired back at the goalkeeper, Merrick. Where they come with Raksaki. Wilson to Harrison Murray Campbell. Doso next in midfield. Murray Campbell playing it forward again towards the left there, and it goes for a throw-in. We do have various combinations of Murray's and Campbell's and McMahon's as well in this game. So Burnley in the yellow card there for the frustration as the referee again shows authority on the game. The throw-in comes in towards Derry. Derry to Elise, that's a cruncher. That's a welcome to the game there from Vivers. Not the ball, referee happy enough with it. Derry is there. Was Murray Campbell of Burnley who was yellow carded, so Chelsea's Harrison Murray Campbell and Burnley's Murray Campbell have now been yellow carded in the game. Burnley's Murray Campbell stands as the closest to a goal, certainly for the home side so far, from that scramble in the area from early corner in the second half. That should be a free kick Chelsea's way. Just wonder if there might be some further action on the Chelsea bench. Frankie Brunham is available on the bench. Day, it's been fairly slim pickings for Shin Miyuka. One real first half effort was heading out the keeper. Still plenty of time, 21 minutes to go here. As the rain begins to come down once again in Burnley, and Miyuka now on this right hand side, just being edged out, but it's won back by Harrison McMahon. Foot race here with Kamani Ryan for Burnley. Home coaching staff appealing it's their ball, but it's not, it's gone Chelsea's way. Free kick in Chelsea's favour, which is played back to Merrick. Wilson moving it away down the right. That's been cut out though. Burnley back in possession. George Briley. Well played there by McMahon Brown down the left for the home side. Challenged by Harrison Murray Campbell. And the referee looks like he's given a free kick against the Burnley player. So Chelsea bring it forward straight away. Max Merrick towards the left. And Elise looking for Derry, tussling with Murray Campbell.
Nice, Jeff.
Merrick playing it forward for Chelsea. 71 played, and definite short tug there. That's got to be a free kick and a yellow card. Richards was clearly being pulled back, so it did take place outside the area, but there's got to be a card there for that. Referee, presumably, I think it was Ashton who was doing the dragging back. And the yellow is shown, so we can't have any complaints on that. Joe Ashton into the book. And Chelsea with a free kick here with just over 18 minutes to play. Derry standing over the free kick. They can produce here. Real chance to get some quality ball in here. So Antwi comes across just to interfere with the wall. Derry looks like he's the one that's likely, or maybe not. So important moments here. Chelsea free kick. Oh, it's cleared at the near post. Going to be worked out towards the right once more though. Deep cross in is not back, and looks like Clark should get it away. Barn can't keep it in play. And maybe slightly scrambled there, but Burnley dealing with the situation. Chelsea taking their throw in. And Elise Elise trying to slide it forward here, and Derry could be in behind. Derry pulls it across, and that is a good clearance by Ashton. Important timing. For a moment there, Chelsea appeared to have opened Burnley up, but Ashton in the right place in the area to intercept the cross. And Chelsea with a corner, which Derry will take. Elise coming short. Derry with the corner. In it goes. It might fall to Cardoso. Now Elise. Back with Derry again. High ball. Back post. But swirling away in this wind in Burnley. Out of play and no danger for the home side. And still we are stuck at 0-0. With 16 minutes to go here. In what has been a particularly scrappy second half. Burnley yet to keep a clean sheet this season as Merrick comes together. But clean sheets have also been few and far between for Chelsea, just the one against Newcastle. So we expected goals here today, and we still might have some. But at the moment, both sides being shut out. Chelsea fairly disciplined in the rear guard this afternoon as the free kick goes their way for a foul by Kamani Ryan. They certainly haven't created a flood of chances. Elise to Derry, cutting in field. Certainly very involved, Derry, since he came on. Oh, there's the header wide. Well, that was the chance, and Mayuka, I think, feels that he was being fouled. Well, here we go. There's the header. Wide it goes. Certainly, arms are outstretched there, with Mayuka on the end of the cross by Derry. See it again here. The right-footed ball clipped in. Derry sort of displaying real quality, and it was certainly a tussle with McEvely in the early part of it. Mayuka ends up on the ground with arms outstretched, and the keeper, Cooney, ends up on the ground receiving some treatment. So information being radioed back here to the Burnley bench. Lewis Forshaw is the reserve goalkeeper who played in the home defeat to Leeds earlier in the season, should they require to make a change. Meantime, the other players taking advantage of the moment to have a bit of coaching discussion and take drinks on board for the final 13-14 minutes of the game. But you just wonder if that was the opportunity. Real good delivery by Derry. And Mayuka got a head onto it. He was certainly sandwiched in between two Burnley defenders. Definitely McEvely was offering a threat. So now the referee is calling the players back to order. Game will restart with Burnley possession with the goalkeeper. After the header by Mayuka went wide. Certainly good delivery from Derry from that left-hand side. Looks like Cooney is okay to continue, certainly as he boots that one clear. Here is Kamani Ryan for Burnley, finding Pimlott. Pimlott trying to go inside Antwi. Briley. Heavily. Clark might get it back here with Pimlott going around the outside. And in comes the challenge. which is going to lead to a Burnley corner with 12 minutes to go. Harrison McMahon getting back doing the defending, but it will be a corner kick for the home side, which Vivas is going to take. 12 to go. Merrick and Ryan having a tussle for real estate in the penalty area in the 6-yard box. Beavers with the corner, headed clear by Harrison Murray Campbell. Derry couldn't control it on the edge of the area, so Beavers had a chance to put it back in here. That's a decent ball in. Again, Murray Campbell was on the end of it. Chelsea's Harrison Murray Campbell, that is. Pimlett playing it back forward again. Long ball for Burnley, and that is a foul by Keverley. Chelsea on a frustrating Sunday lunchtime in Burnley, still find themselves goalless. Mayuka, can he get in between here as McEverley heads back to Cooney? Wilson getting clear for Chelsea, and that might be an injury to Murray Campbell of Burnley. Was certainly holding his back of his hamstring. Number 2, you can see, is well, still running, but definitely felt some kind of a twinge there. So home bench at the moment not too concerned. Here's Elise finding space, some decent control here by Elise. Now Derry, can he put a decent ball in again? He finds Elise down the left-hand side, pulled back looking for Rakshaki. Derry across the box. McEverley got it clear. A couple of moments there for Chelsea as we head into the final 10 minutes here. Harrison Murray Campbell looking to combine with Antwi. Murray Campbell again with a challenge on Ryan. And the Chelsea central defender has done really well there to regain possession and retain possession. Merrick back to him now. There are a big last 10 minutes coming up for Chelsea. Derry trying to end outside, I think, now actually, as the flag goes up and the referee's whistle goes. Sure, if you offered Burnley a point from this game based on their start to the season, they would take it. 3 points on their account so far from the victory at Liverpool. But Chelsea very much wanting to put a win on the board in Lancashire. Kian Best is on for the final 9 minutes. That's in place of Richard Elise. Offside there against Burnley. So Elise makes his way back round. And again, Best on for the final 10 minutes with a bit of stoppage time. He gets his first touch here and tries to slide it forward straight away. Derry looking to challenge Murray Campbell. Beavers along with McMahon Brown. McMahon Brown with the quick throw in here for Burnley. Not too much shape and pattern at the moment. Eric forward. It's a game where Chelsea have still had the lion's share of possession, but never managed to get huge spells of the game inside the opposition third. Can't say there's been a string of clear-cut chances here, but there could still be a big one to come. Be a free kick to Chelsea over on that far side, and the referee is reaching for his pocket again. Briley, I think, was the player who fouled Cardoso. Referee is coming across, I think, to show First of all, to like the physio to come on. Game being somewhat broken up here late on, with now 2 Burnley players down looking for attention. McEverley is down there. Will be a Chelsea free kick once we get to going again, with 7 minutes of normal time to go. Jesse Williams there, taking a drink for Burnley. Briley was yellow carded, by the way, in that incident, so he becomes the 3rd Burnley player to see yellow here, along with Murray Campbell and Joe Ashton. And Chelsea have Shem Miyuka and Harrison Murray Campbell in the book, as the clocks are checked on the bench, and those clocks will show 84 minutes, 6 to go, plus a bit more stoppage time than we had in the first half, you would think, because we have had now 2 stoppages really, I would say, this one and the one when the goalkeeper Cooney was receiving treatment. But the referee coming across now to have some words on the sidelines. I'm just telling Kian best way to take this free kick. So can they find a breakthrough in the final 5 minutes or so of play at the Burnley Training Centre? Or are we destined for a goalless draw in PL2 this afternoon? Yeah, best with the Chelsea free kick delivered long into the area, where it's not back at the far post, and there is the chance, and there is the goal, and Chelsea have got it. Derry arriving at the far post with 5 minutes to go. The free kick does work out, hoisted long towards the back post, but Derry was there as it came back across. He scored off the bench last week against Stoke, and now he has scored what could be a winner at Burnley. Breakthrough late on from Jesse Derry. Burnley 0, Chelsea 1. Well, best with the free kick. Harrison Murray Campbell finding space to sending it back over towards the back stick and crashing in with the header. Jesse Derry is there. And finally it comes off for Chelsea, and there is the late goal. And what an impact by the super sub, who's been mainly tasked with delivery from the left-hand side, but taking up that role. Well, effectively the near post from the free kick in the first place, but it was the ball sent out to the far. Murray Campbell did well to find the space. And a really clever ball back across there. Derry, talk about attacking the ball, that's exactly what he did. And the Chelsea set piece pays dividends. You do wonder whether, in that situation, Burnley have been quite well organised. They've had quite a delay whilst 2 of their players were receiving treatment, and you just wonder whether they'd switched off slightly. And now Chelsea trying to go forward again, and Miyuka is in, and Simi Miyuka hits the outside of the post, and that could have been 2-0. Denied by the woodwork. Well, that could have been game, set and match. First time really that Miyuka has been able to run clear, beat the keeper, but not quite the woodwork. Derry down by the corner flag, getting a bit of help and support, and that's good help and support there by Rakshaki, who has been fouled by Murray Campbell. And certainly Burnley have been rocked by that goal conceded. Chelsea straight back on the front foot since scoring, looking to put a double lock on the points here, leading by a goal to 0. Another set piece situation here. Can they take advantage? 2 minutes to go then. And Kian Best on free kick duty again, along with the goal scorer Derry. Will be Derry with the free kick, and that one is taken by Cooney in the Burnley goal. Have they got anything for Chelsea now at the other end? When you break it down second half, there's not been a lot for Burnley. There was that scramble from a corner which just bounced back off the post. As Chelsea again coming forward down their right, and there's offside against Mayuka. And there's one moment where Wilson and Merrick almost got into a tangle just outside their area as well. Other than that, I don't think that Callum McFarlane will be too concerned about anything that's happened at the other end, as McMahon Brown makes way in a change for Burnley. So they are going to bring on Zach Johnson. Very late to be making a major impact with 1 minute to go plus stoppage time. So a long ball was maybe the way to go for the home side, try and use the wind to their favour. But Max Merrick will be very pleased indeed if he can keep a clean sheet today. Get Chelsea back on track in PL2 with what will be a 4th win out of 6. Back to Merrick. It's all a bit congested there on the edge of the area. Harrison McMahon getting it away, and Yuka trying to get himself free. Burnley going for the big up and under. Pym not chasing down the left. He's in the area now, and Ryan is there, and he just miscontrolled. And Caden Wilson will get it clear for Chelsea. Ball not quite in the area they would want. We're about to find out how much stoppage time there's going to be in this second half. Probably 7 minutes, goodness me. I was expecting perhaps 4 or 5. But the referee making us continue for 7, in fact. So more time to see out here. Chelsea went in front on 86. They struck the post moments later through Mayuka. Merrick getting it clear. Certainly a second goal would be a massive help, and they'll try and get one now as it's pulled across. Derry with a chance to retrieve there. Dujan Richards with the ball in, and Derry trying to work an angle, laying it square. It's laid back for McMahon. Now Best to Wilson. Murray Campbell. Cardoso falling over, and in doing so concedes the free kick. First chance for the sub Johnson to try and run it forward, looking for Ryan. Chelsea back line keeping things closed out for now, and that has got to be a foul by Murray Campbell on Derry. And don't forget that the referee has not seen it at all, because players going on here. Derry is back on his feet. I was just about to say that Murray Campbell of Burnley has been booked already. It did look like he took down Derry there. The referee not interested. Yuka gets the ricochet. Rakshaki drives it forward, and Rakshaki onto Derry on the left, and the flag has gone up again, just somewhat late. Just when you were thinking that Chelsea had opened Burnley up there. They've still got to see out 5 minutes of stoppage time, with this 1-0 advantage given to them by Jesse Derry's far post header. Great header it was too. A well measured ball back across by Harrison Murray Campbell. Here's Rakshaki. Did well to work space there in midfield. Pinged out towards the right. Antwi gets it back from Dujan Richards. And Antwi's done really well there. He's got to the byline. What can he do with it now? Pulled it across, trying to find Rakshaki. Half away. McMahon coming charging in. Eventually the shot is fired well over the crossbar. Or well wide, I should say. Dujan Richards there with that effort off target. But the time is counting down here. 4 minutes to go. Chelsea looking for a first win in 3 PL2 games. Not the goal feast we might have been hoping for today, but sometimes a scrappy 1-0 will do the job just fine, and they certainly have had to scrap for it today. Burnley have put plenty into it. Mayuka doing just that down the Chelsea right, combining with Richards having a shirt tugged there. Richards having a shirt tugged by Pimlott, and the referee eventually is given the free kick. I think Pimlott there will escape. Careful, because he has been booked already, but escaping further sanction. So Chelsea with their free kick. Merrick forward with 3 minutes of stoppage time to go, but that one is too long for Mayuka. Cooney's try and bring Burnley forward, and it very much is hit and hope time now for the home side. Ball comes off the shoulder there of Caden Wilson, allowing Pimlott to come in. Now it's Clark. Clark with the ball in, and that was an effort by Johnson. And was Johnson fouled there on it? He was. Johnson was fouled on the edge of the area, and that is going to be a free kick in very dangerous territory, and potentially a yellow card too for Raksaki. There's the yellow, but this is real danger. Free kick in position A, really, as far as Burnley are concerned. This is something that Chelsea have really got to see out here with 2 minutes to go. There's Clark. Up to Johnson, and Raksaki comes in with the challenge almost from behind. Not going to win the ball there. This is absolutely crucial in this PL2 fixture. Well, McKevley standing over it, but the ball is being placed down by Vivas, and you'd have to imagine from the way he was taking very much care over it, and still is, that Charlie Vivas here fancies a go for goal from the edge of the D. Chelsea with 5 in the wall. Merrick here needs to be able to see what's going on. Late stoppage time free kick. Vivas for Burnley. The substitute on the end of the strike here. Chelsea's 1-goal lead. Under threat here from a free kick by Vivas. It's well over the bar. Frustration for the home player. A waste of a free kick opportunity. And a relief for everyone in white shirts and indeed on the touchline too. Trying to get it up and over. But got it really very much up and over. Up and over as far as the crossbar was concerned. So that's taken out plenty of time from the game as well. The referee may add a bit more on whilst he was sorting out that free kick, but they never tend to add exactly what was taken up. So Chelsea aren't too far off seeing it through here with this 1-0 advantage, and that was the big concern at the very end of the game. Now it's all about keeping possession, not making any mistakes. Merrick away, in comes Murray Campbell for Burnley to head it down. And free kick has gone Chelsea's way. In fact, it may have been offside there, I think, as the linesman indicates. So it's only about now what the referee adds on beyond the 7, the minimum of 7. And just really that stoppage whilst the free kick was being dealt with, as Merrick clears away. Still we play on for the moment. Wilson heading it down. Clark forward for Burnley. Maybe one last chance for them to come forward. Chelsea win the turnover in midfield. Spread out towards this left-hand side. Derry has made a real impact off the bench. Can't make much more of an impact than what would be the winning goal as long as they keep it going as they are. Harrison McMahon Playing it back to his keeper. Already 8 minutes of stoppage time played here. Out of play it goes. And the handshakes go up. Jesse Derry is delighted with that one. He has scored an excellent goal. And the final whistle has gone from the referee. And Chelsea have seen it through for a 1-0 win here at the Burnley Training Centre in difficult, blustery, wet conditions. It's Jesse Derry's goal off the bench with 4 minutes to go of normal time, which has secured it. Harrison Murray-Campbell with the knockback across the area from the best deep free kick and powering in at the far post. Jesse Derry with the header to give Chelsea a crucial victory here. Well, here's some of the action from the first half, from the second half I should say, with Merrick in a bit of a tangle there with Caden Wilson, but in the end no damage done. The corner by Ellis Clark here forced a bit of confusion with Murray Campbell involved and the ball bouncing back off the outside of the post before Max Merrick managed to gather it. Then a ball in by Derry. Raksaki trying to find space for a turn and shot, in the end fired over the crossbar. Chelsea did create more and more as the half wore on. Headed down by Murray Campbell there, but blocked out. Clark away. The combination of Derry down the left-hand side. Derry again, having worked with Elise. Burnley dealing with it. But here is the free kick. Best with the ball in. Lots going on in the area, but cushioned back there by Murray Campbell, and they're headed with 4 minutes to go from Derry to give Chelsea what turned out to be the winning goal. Well worked. Frustration for the home side. Delight for Derry. And nearly a chance for, well, definitely a chance and nearly a second goal. Shim Mayuka there, left-footed, beats the keeper, can't quite beat the post. We saw the woodwork struck from both sides during the game, and Chelsea in both halves after Caden Wilson hit the post in the first half. So that is job done at the Burnley Training Centre for Chelsea. They've got the 3 points on the board and they'll be checking out the league table come the end of the weekend's fixtures, but they should be comfortably back in the top 10 and maybe top 6 come the end of the weekend as well. And most importantly, they've kept a clean sheet and got themselves back on the winning track. Their first win in PL2 since the back end of August. And off the bench, Jesse Derry with the winner on a tough day in Lancashire. Chelsea victorious here. It has finished Burnley 0, Chelsea 1. We thank you very much for watching and we wish you a very good day.